Lydell Quin here for Shimmerz Paints, and I'm just doing an art journal page today. So I've got my paint and my plastic plate, and I'm just mixing a little bit of water into the paint so that I can create a watercolour effect on my page. The journal that I'm using has handmade paper in it, and I am using the last page here just to see whether it works. It's a brand new journal and I love the paper, but it didn't state that it was watercolour paper. So this is kind of a test run, but it worked perfectly in the end. So for that I'm very grateful. It's going to be a lovely album to work in. So you can see that I'm just adding it to the paper, and you just layer it up. So here I'm just going around the edges with a little bit of the watered down Shimmerz paint, and you can build up the colour with this, so you just keep going over and over, but I like the soft watercolour feel. There's some Spritz here that I think it's Pop Art Pink, and that's a really pretty one. It's got a gold undertone to it, and here I'm just drawing in between spraying, because they do meld together if you spray wet on wet, which is handy sometimes but not always what you want. So if you just spray as you're drawing, then that helps the colours to stay separate, and you can see more of the Pop Art Pink coming through there. So I'm just smooshing it around with my paintbrush as I'm drying it off. Now I just bought this this journal here, and I'm in love. It is the Signature Sensations, and it's just with handmade paper, and it is so beautiful. Like, you can see the decal edge paper there, and I am going to thoroughly enjoy it. So this is my first test of it with wet medium, and it's taken it perfectly. I'm very excited. Okay, so for you Australian ladies, that is signaturesensations.com.au. So I picked this one up from Paper Flourish in Adelaide. Okay, so here I'm doing some more layers with the Pop Art Pink Spritz, and I'm just showing you the difference there between the, I think, cotton candy, and now I'm just adding a little bit more of the deeper pink, and I'm going to put it through a stencil or two onto my page, and I'm just using a cosmetic sponge, and I'm putting it straight onto the paper plate so that I can dunk it without the sponge soaking in too much of the product, and then you're wasting it. So I haven't washed off my stencil there. There's a bit of princess vibes that I was using yesterday, and so it's making the pink just change colour a little bit, making it a little bit deeper, which is perfect for what I want, so I didn't mind that at all. So I'm just heat setting that now, drying it off so that I can add some more layers. This is a little bit of Punchinella sequin waste and some black soot distress ink, and this is one of my favourite things to do. I just love the little bits of texture it adds. Very subtle, but just using that blending tool creates tiny little dots. It comes in all different size little circles too, so absolutely perfect for art journaling, and because it's like a heavy plastic sort of material, reusable. So now I've got some Razzle Dazzle Berry, and I've got a wood mounted stamp there, and I'm just popping that into some of the sprayed paint on the paper plate, and just stamping that way, and it's a nice way to use the sprays actually, because you can get quite a nice impression using it that way. Now you don't waste anything ever, so I just added a little bit of water to that and adding another deeper layer around the very edge to create a vignette type of thing around the edge. So now I'm just adding some little drips using the little straw that goes into the paint as my applicator, and you just tap your finger along the edge and it creates all these lovely little random drips. And you can protect the rest of your page if you want with a little piece of paper like I just did then, and it doesn't have to be so random going everywhere. Now I'm using that pop-out pink again with the gold undertones, and I'm just adding some drips. I think every journal page needs drips. And you can build up the colour again. Once it dries a little bit lighter than you maybe intended, and you can put more layers on, and it should tend to follow the same path of the previous drips. So now I've got some Dazzlers, which is a Shimmerz product, and it is like a texture paste, and this is super smooth, goes on silky smooth, and you can either have it dimensional or you can drag it like I'm doing with my credit card that I just chopped in half so that I could dip it straight into the tub. A little bit less messy this way, but you can drag it down so that it's totally smooth on your page, and it just creates this really high gloss iridescent finish on your page. You can see down the bottom left hand corner where it's shining in the light there. Or you can drag it and mould it. It's quite textural, so you can see there how it holds its shape beautifully. It's like just like a texture paste that's much smoother. So I'm adding a little bit of the gold mine in this as well, and that's because the gold in the pop-art pink, so I'm just reflecting the gold that's in that spray. And the spun sugar, which is the one I used before, is actually the white, but on this page it has a really nice silver tone. We do have a silver colour as well, but today I used the spun sugar. So this is Snowstorm Vibes, and I'm just using the straw inside to add some more drips around the page. Okay, so I've sketched out a girl here that I'm going to add to my page, and I've just got my paints there for skin tones that I'm going to paint in her face. So I will do this, and I'll put this in fast forward. that's my project almost finished. I'll include a photograph with my blog post of what the end result looked like, and I hope you can run off and create your own art journal page with some Shimmerz paints and build up layered backgrounds and lots of fun stuff.